As we wrap up, we'll wrap up on a positive note. Instead of burying people here, we like to do shooting softly, where I ask you to say nice things about people that you may have worked with in the past. And we'll start with the guy that you teamed with quite a bit, Tony Nese.
He's so underrated. So underrated. The dude, he creates things in the ring, like moves, and for his look, I just underrated. That's the most he doesn't get the credit he deserves at all.
A guy that you've worked with a couple times lately, the Beer City Bruiser.
You know what blows me away about Beer City is how well that guy moves in the ring. For his size. He moved like whenever I wrestle him and I'm in there, I feel like I'm in there with a guy the size of me. Then he hits me with like a cross body and I'm like, yep, not the same size as me. I can't breathe now. But that dude moves very well for a guy his size.
I learned an awful lot from my interview with him. Like he's a very knowledgeable guy. And I think that's pretty cool.
I don't think a lot of people know that either.
Yeah. How about Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona?
Broski. You know what? He made so much of my time at WWE enjoyable because, again, we were two people that were glued together for either dark matches, house shows, or main event. And, like, we both had this mentality that we were just going to go out there and kill it every night. And, like, he was the one who drilled that in my head. He's like, the only way you can change things around here is if you kill it every single night. And so we did that. We'd go out and have these 6-minute matches on main event where we're bumping on the floor, like craziness. And it just, that made my time there so much more memorable. Somebody
who you and Maria actually worked at her apex, really, Becky Lynch.
Oh, Becky's great, man. I don't honestly, what a sweetheart. There's literally not enough nice things you can say about her. And like when we were doing that angle with Maria announcing she was pregnant and everything, the only person right out of the gate that was uncomfortable was Becky because she didn't want us to do it because we felt like we had to do it. And she was very much like, are you guys comfortable with this? Do you guys want to do it? Like she was in a spot where she could pull that around and she came to us to make sure we were comfortable with it, which in my eyes, just she's over forever in my book.
That's fantastic. Yeah. And a guy that unfortunately we lost last year. I know you got to work him several times. Brodie Lee, Luke Harper.
Man, first of all, God rest his soul, man. But what else can I say that hasn't been said about the dude? Like he made everything around him fun, just fun. I think if someone says, what's your best memory about being around Brodie? I never stopped laughing. Genuinely, I never stopped laughing. Even in the ring, we were, again, me, him, and Rowan were glued together on a European tour. And that tour, I think I spent the entire time laughing on the apron because he was next to me, just ribbing on Connor, ribbing on Rowan, ribbing on Spears. And I'm just dying. And I'm like, I got to be a professional. And I don't know how to next to this guy. But I love that guy to death.